Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another unboxing and flip through video. This one was requested. This is the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards, a 50 card deck and guidebook by PC Cast and Colette Baron-Reid. And I'm super excited because I love me some Colette Baron-Reid. All right, so it is published by, let's see, Potter Style. And it retails for $15.99. This is an older deck, so you can probably get it a little bit cheaper. I know I did. I found it on Amazon, and I will link everywhere I know that you can purchase this deck in the description box below. They will not be affiliate links, and I am not paid or sponsored to do these videos. So let's get into it. What if you really belong to the House of Night? These oracle cards offer you a way to converse with the goddess Nyx, just like Zoe Redbird. Turn to the wisdom of the House of Night when you're wondering, what do I do in this situation? What can I expect from my relationship? What will result from my next action? Ask Nyx your question, select a card, and then use the enclosed guidebook to interpret her message. So it includes 50 cards and a 120-page guidebook. So, woohoo! I like the pop of the like almost tribal looking design here. Celtic knot. Yeah, that's more like what it is, Celtic knotting. Love it. Okay. I already took the plastic wrap off because you guys do not need to see me struggle with that. So before we get into the cards, let's just take a look at this guidebook. So this is what you can expect once you open it up. And then we have the story of the Oracle of Nyx, the purpose of the cards, how to use them, how to ask a question. We have 1 card, 2 card, 3 card readings, and then the information and meanings on each card here. So before we get into it, let's just see what they say on how to use the cards. Let's see. Before you work with the cards, you need to familiarize yourself with them. They're 50 cards. Read the guidebook and learn the stories of these cards. The guidebook is a translation from the ancient text, so the language will read as if it were from another era. Okay. Spend some time looking at the cards to get a sense of what they mean to you. Become aware of your inner response to their magic. Make them your own and claim their power. Then when you're ready to do a reading for the first time, shuffle the cards as a ritual to signify an opening the sacred doorway between your world and the goddess Nyx. All right. And then invoking the goddess. So let's see, the purpose of the cards. These cards are meant to become your personal connection to the wisdom of the goddess Nyx and the lessons you learned by all the fledglings. You use them when you don't know what to do next in your life, when you want to see where a relationship is going, determine whether a friend is true or false, understand how you got to where you are. Let's see. Okay, all right. We get the gist, right? It is an oracle deck. Oh, look at the pretty edges. Okay, I see you, pretty edges. Love it. All right, and we have the back here again with the Celtic knotting, and then it looks like a nod to the triple goddess here. We've got some pretty Celtic knotting around the side as well for the border. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Here we go. Let me make sure we are all in focused here. And we have the fledgling. And they are numbered. There are the borders. So, I don't know. They are a little thin. Let's see. They're a little thin. Not gonna lie. They're a little thin. They do snap back pretty well though. So, again, it only retail for what, $15.99? So far, not mad at the price. We'll get into it and see what I think about the guidebook though. So far they're peeling apart just fine. The art is actually really stunning. I'm not gonna say that it's not because it is. I just wish maybe, I'm not a big fan of how big the border is around there. The cards do feel good in the hand. I'm not a fan though of these pointy edges when the cardstock is so thin because it's sharp. So just keep that in mind. And be careful when you're flipping through the deck because of the coating on the edges, the cards will stick together. So we're gonna just make sure that we're not destroying cards because I've had that happen to me before. I do appreciate the title. I do appreciate the numbering system. The art is really, really pretty. The only disappointment I have so far is the thin feeling of the cardstock. And it is a gloss coating. So I know some of us out here don't really prefer the gloss just because they can stick and be harder to shuffle. As well as if you're someone like me who films, the reflections get in the way. So it's a little bit more annoying to have to work around that. But again, little discrepancies like that I'm not worried about. I'm more worried about, will these cards shuffle? Will they work for me? And are they, you know, is it a good price point? So far, I really do like the ideas, I'm going to say, of what the cards represent. So as far as a beginner goes, I think you can definitely use these cards intuitively because of what the cards represent. Nice. What does that say? It says darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. Ooh, that is true. Oh, all right then. We got some lust. Okay, so yeah, I'm really loving the art style. This is kind of like right up my alley theme-wise. So I'm loving the theme. It's beautiful. Reminder. Oh, that's nice. I love this. Some of the cards are sticking, so be aware of that. It's not bad though. It's, you know, as long as you're delicate and you're not ripping them apart, you're going to be fine. Price point wise, so far I'm impressed. I'm just wishing I would have more of the artwork and less of the border, because this artwork is really beautiful. That's gorgeous. Like Wisdom of the Night, I was thinking this was going to be more of like maybe like a vampire deck or maybe like a darker toned deck, whereas it is a little bit of darker tone, to me at least. It's not really what I expected. It has like the dark overtone of it, but I feel like this deck is ultimately really positive, and I think this will definitely give you like a straightforward answer. Sometimes with Oracle cards, it's very much like you gotta definitely figure out what it means like to you, which for everybody that's doing divination, it makes complete sense, right? Like use what your intuition is telling you. But at the same time, like sometimes you just want a instant answer where you don't want to think about, you know, okay, well, what is this really meaning? And especially if you're beginning and, you know, you're not used to having to read between the lines, I think that this would be great for that, because it is very much matter of fact in that sense. And, you know, I mean, obedience, that you don't have to read between the lines for that. That's the last card. All right. It's really, really beautiful artwork. I love it. I'm just wishing the borders were thinner. Like I can get down with some borders. I really can. I think especially this type of border, it's beautiful. But at the same time, like I would rather have more of the artwork than that thick. Like that's just too thick for my preference, in my opinion. However, it's a very small complaint. The price tag of this deck for, what did it say, 55 cards? Let me just double check. 50 cards. For 50 cards, $15.99. Come on. That shuffles just fine. Yep. Whoop. Let's try it this way, because this is where they can get stuck sometimes when they're glossed. Ooh, no. They're good. Okay, we'll take you. My only other issue with shuffling with it in my hands this way is that these edges really are sharp. So what you can do, and what people do like to do, is take those little, not crick cut, but you know, those little, they're almost like stamps, those corner edgers, and just clip the edges of the card to make them rounded. And some people even cut their cards down to where there's no border at all. So, I mean, that is an option for you to do as well if you're not loving how thick the border is or the sharpness of the edges. I myself don't have that kind of time. I'm just saying that right now with everything. I don't have that kind of time to where I'm going to sit there and edge each one of them, the corner taken off. Plus it's gilded, so I wouldn't do that. However, it is an idea for you guys. If you don't like the sharp corners, you can use a little, the little stamp cutters to get those edges off. Just a thought. As far as it shuffles, it's wonderful. It's just them little corners that can kind of poke you when you're doing it this way. Because I am what I call a chaotic shuffler, so the cards go everywhere. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at how we would read with what this card is. And this says conclusion. So this is number 12. I love that it's numbered. You can flip right to the index here, or the table of contents. Find number 12, and there is your page number 50. And here we go. So it says, this is the time of endings and new beginnings. Drawing the symbol indicates that you have come to the end of some experience in your life and are about to enter a new one. Don't resist the conclusion, for endings are important experiences and will help you build a stronger foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. You can't know the whole story if you haven't read to the end. Remain open even when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. Okay, I love this. So the guidebook obviously is not color paged, but that's okay. You're getting, okay, copyright 2012. Got it. So you're getting a lot of information. You get a little blurb and then you get a little paragraph, which sometimes that's all you need, especially when it's so direct. I love it. I love the price point for this. I feel like if you were a beginner, this is a perfect deck for you guys to start out with. If you were drawn to it, if you're drawn to the theme or the art, or even, you know, just the way that it looks, this is great. This is something that you can definitely learn on. This is something that will get you through. This is something that you can use for your daily meditations, for your journals, for, you know, confirmation, or diving deeper in your tarot readings. This is perfect. I can definitely see myself using this for multiple reasons and for multiple ways. This is awesome. So I would love to know what you guys think about this deck. If this is something that has been in your collection for a while, or if this is on your list, or if you've never even heard of this deck, what do you think down in the comments? I would love to know and get your guys' thoughts. It's so much fun because everybody's different. Like some people would just hate this deck just from the border alone, you know? So it's always fun to see what you guys have to say about them. And then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you'll never miss an upload from me. As well as, is there another deck that I have not reviewed, I have not unboxed for you guys? Let me know down in the comment section if there is a special request. I will try my best to get my hands on it, like this was a request. So, I am all for that as well. Just let me know and I will see what I can do. I have more decks that I am getting through as far as requests go. So, you know, just let me know down in the comments. I'll let you know whether it's on its way or not. As well as don't forget to check out the tarot reviews playlist, or tarot and oracle review playlist I have. And that way you'll see all the ones that I have done so far. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.